Hey guys, this thing that you're seeing right here, this is called lateral tension. It's been around for years, but it's all of a sudden making a really big boom in the PDR industry in particular. I'm going to show you why it's so important, so stick around. So when body panels are formed or created at the factory, they are basically put into a natural tension and compression state. So when we create a dent, or a dent occurs, you can see that the perimeter metal, indicated by these clips, kind of gets shifted in. If we're able to kind of shift and move out those clips, it kind of pulls the metal back into its natural tension state, or allows the metal to flow more evenly, as opposed to us basically just kind of pushing the metal and forcing it back up, as you're seeing here, leaving it in sort of a bunched up or kinked state, which requires more time to manipulate. So basically, lateral tension is applied in certain circumstances to help the metal travel and flow a lot easier and more naturally, as opposed to forcing it back into position. And that's where we run into time crunches and basically spending way more time than we should on a repair. And that's basically what this all boils down to. Time is money, and if we can be more efficient and faster and cleaner in the beginning stages of this dent repair, then ultimately we're going to make more money and be home to our families a lot faster. So we're getting this portable pull tower set up here. This actually suctions to the floor. We're not going to be using it for pulling though, we're going to be using it for pushing. And that's to prevent the panel from blowing out on us. Did you hear that sound and see that panel pop? That's a good sign. You want to hear that sound when you apply lateral tension. That is a good sound, basically indicating that the panel is releasing its stresses, just being unbound in a way. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong idea here. Lateral tension is not going to be the end-all, be-all as far as doing the repair for you. This is literally just put in place to serve as an aid in conjunction with your traditional PDR techniques that you're already implementing. So you saw me using some polyester straps before. Lateral tension can come in many different sizes and shapes. You can use these types of tabs. This is a metal medic tab. They're amazing for keeping that port of power in position while you're doing these incredibly tedious PDR repairs. So you don't have to worry about this thing scratching the paint, because that thing is locked into position using those tabs. And you can see I used them on this aluminum Ford fender and was incredibly successful with that setup. This particular dent right here, you can see that metal's all bunched up. Lateral tension was the perfect scenario. While the lateral tension was applied, we were able to slap those crowns, releasing a lot of the stress out of this dented area, and we're able to get a tool behind there and really kind of pick this thing out to a super clean repair. I can attribute not having to take the door off of this car to do the repair to lateral tension being the savior here. So over the years of applying lateral tension, I've had a lot of people ask me, is it worth it? Should I do lateral tension? When do I use it? Typically, you're going to be using lateral tension whenever you can, whenever you have the opportunity to use it, especially when it comes to panels that are actually caved in or really deep, significant impacts. It's always going to be the most efficient way to go about repairing this type of damage. And this is like an old school body shop style way of fixing dents. However, given the fact that we're able to actually fix this type of damage without harming the paint during the process, this is revolutionary stuff. This is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You're going to see it being used more and more because it is better. It's a better way of doing it. Your repairs are going to be a lot cleaner. You're going to go home a lot sooner to your family. And to be honest with you, I'm just excited to be able to do this every day now. It's kind of a whole new outlook on PDR in a sense. This is actually 1 hour into this Tesla repair after glue pulling. So if that's not an indication that lateral tension is the way to go, then I don't know what is. So here we're inserting different tools here to do some finishing work on this repair. This is a very common dent, as many of you probably already know, but No holes drilled in this panel. This car was brought back to pre-loss condition in a matter of hours in their condominium parking lot. Super rewarding, fulfilling, challenging repair. Brand spanking new Tesla. This lady was so happy with the end results here. And we talked about having lateral tension in all forms and fashions. This is actually a lateral tension set up using a screw. We tighten the screw and it actually will spread out the glue tabs, creating that tension that we need so that metal will flow. This, being aluminum, is extremely stout and it worked just fine on this repair. And you know, it's a little bit more versatile than using like a heavy hydraulic porta power, and it does the job. So highly recommend getting that too. So I'll leave you with this and let you know that lateral tension is an absolutely incredible process when you can implement it alongside the PDR process. Anytime you can use it, it's amazing. However, there are little things that can go wrong if you're not careful. Trust me when I say I've made a lot of mistakes using this process. I do offer an advanced training course that covers this process in depth pretty heavily, and I will be bringing a condensed version of that advanced skills training to the 2023 Advanced Skills Seminar held in Athens, Georgia in June. I would love to see you there. It would definitely be an investment in yourself. Hope to see you there. Hope you love the video, guys. We'll see you on the next one.